first practice 2019 continue.
Thumbs up! Hey! Hey!
Head coach Braxton Harris. Hey, coach, man, it's an exciting time of year. First half day of practices so far for the 2019 season. Man, give us your thoughts on how practice went.
Well, it's always exciting to get out on the field. It seems like it's been a long time since you've gotten a football out there, gotten helmets on, and gotten to go. And so it's always an exciting time to see the recruiting effort that you've done, and then see the fruition of that, to get them here on campus, and then also to see them mix with your returners. Probably the most thing I was most impressed with our football team right now at this point is the number of returners we have. We have over 60 kids that are returners. That's the most we've had since we've been here. And so what I was able to see is newcomers would make a mistake, and you saw an older guy walk over to him and help him and coach him up in those spots, put his arm around him and love on him, say this is why we do what we do here. And so what that tells me is that our culture is healthy and our culture is growing, because it is our culture and it's not a coach's culture, it's our culture as Yellow Jackets. So that's always exciting to be able to see.
They'll talk about you talked about a little about the mix. Teams kind of have their identity. What do you kind of see this team so far as in returners and newcomers? Is it going to be a different change in the kind of look for how we're playing offensively and defensively, or about the same?
Well, I always think you got to, as a coach, you got to do what's best for your kids to be able to do. I'm never going to come in here and say, hey, this is Coach Harris's defense, or this is Coach Wagner or Coach Clough's offense that we're going to be able to run. We're going to find the things that our kids can do the best and be able to put them in the best chance to be successful. And I hope that's always been true of who we are. And so will there be differences between last year and this year? Absolutely there'll be differences in those, because we've got some different kids in some different spots. Defensively, some guys may be able to play some man techniques or zone techniques better, so we'll be able to adjust that. Offensively, we may have guys where we can play some two-back stuff and put two tight ends in formations that allows us to be able to do some things differently, or get different personnel groups in the game in those spots. And so our job as coaches is to put our kids in the best chance to be successful, not to implement what we think is the best schematics right there. We got to find out what our kids can do the best and be able to do those things.
Over these next couple of weeks, preparing for first competition and stuff, what would you say was the overall theme or overall thing you want to accomplish over these next few weeks?
Well, I think you got to be able to schematically understand what you're trying to be able to do quickly. With the shortened fall camp period, everything happens quick in this process. And so we got to be able to understand those things. But more important than everything, we've got to take the 100 or so new guys that we have come in here, and we've got to be able to get them to understand what the culture of Howard Payne football is, and be able to assimilate to that culture in that situation of who we are. And so that's the number one thing. We've got to focus on the opportunity that we have in front of us, not focus on anything farther than what we have in front of us today. That's tough enough as it is. When you're an 18 to 22-year-old, that's even harder. Our kids got big dreams, big goals this year, and they deserve to have those big dreams and big goals. They've worked their tails off to be able to go do that. But we've got to focus on the day that we have in front of us. We've got off the field, now we get a lot of meeting time the rest of the day, and focus on that meeting time so we can get better the next time we're on the field.
Yeah. Any last words, Coach?
Excited for the season. Really appreciate our administration, our faculty, and staff for coming out and welcoming our kids yesterday. First time ever in my career that I've seen faculty and staff come and help move guys in. Makes a huge statement about who Howard Payne University is and who Howard Payne football is. And it's all about the people. And they were able to see that yesterday.
Yeah, thanks, Coach.
Absolutely. Have a great day, and sting them.
Run right there. Out of baby. Hey, we get to the house. Hey, baby! And RDL from past the sideline. RDL from past the sideline. Kyle, I appreciate you getting the football field the whole time.
Oh, okay, somebody told me.
Let's go!
Here, I'll be pretty simple. Okay? All you're gonna do, one, is take off and run. He's running, boom. 3 creep steps, 1, 2, 3, turn and run. Top shoulder. Makes sense. Go hit. Technique, here we go. Sit, hit. There we go. Lineman, narrow your splits. Boom, there we go. There we go.
It was a great day today. See all the families back on. For some of these people, it's been over a year-long process recruiting their young men to Howard Payne University. So to see those families today, see the culmination of all the work in the recruiting process is that's what it's all about in those days. And so first day getting on the grass, kind of herding cats a little bit. The most exciting thing that it was today is that you can definitely see a difference, big difference between our returners, our guys that have gone through our program, and the newcomers. And to build a successful program, we got to be able to have those things, have guys lead and have guys be able to see somebody to be able to follow. So overall, great day for the Yellow Jackets. Excited to wake up tomorrow and be able to do it again.
Hey, thanks, Coach.
Absolutely. Sting 'em.